This is a high performance class of prosthetic feet, where it's known as energy storing. The reason why it's known as energy storing is because the material that is used here allows enables energy to be stored when the subject bends the foot to a certain angle. Energy is stored in the foot, and when it's released, energy is returned back to the system, and such that the patient feel a kind of a very springy effect. You ask the patient, how do you feel? You say, oh, it's very springy. And this kind of prosthetic feet, well, in NUS we've actually designed one many years ago, and we call it the lambda foot. And this is some experiment that we did. I don't want to bore you with a lot of figures, but just to show you that the energy that is stored in this graph is around here, and then energy expand is above here. Energy stored and then energy expands. So if you look at the efficiency of this system, the artificial limb has achieved 50% efficiency. Not as good as a normal human limb, but nevertheless much better than the traditional, which is only 25%. So we can achieve 50% efficiency of the system, and giving back, so that the patient, as he use, he will be able to feel a bit more livelier when he uses his prosthesis. This is one of our patients who was very happy with this kind of feat. He tell us that he's a taxi driver, by the way. You may set up on his taxi before. He's still driving his taxi, and then he said, oh, I can run with this. And then he showed us on the lab, he was running up and down. He said, I could also dance with this. So we were very happy that at least we have one satisfied customer. This kind of artificial limb, of course, has won many disabled athletes. They've been able to help them to perform much better. Tony Volcan test. This 23-year-old amputee, as you can see, he's a bilateral amputee. That means both feet were amputated. And he wore one of these high-performance prosthetic limbs, as you can see here. And he can run 100 meters in 11.36 seconds. So it's pretty fast. 100 meters in 11.36 seconds. Faster than any one of us here. So imagine with this kind of development, you can allow a person like Tony here to perform his best, and also Todd Houston, a very adventurous person. He's also an amputee, and he's been climbing mountains, various mountains that he's climbed. Now, we talked about foot. Let me just say a little bit about prosthetic knee. The prosthetic knee actually is a very complex system to design, because you have to, first of all, make it move, right? And then you have to have it stable. Now, having a joint that can move and making it stable are conflicting. It's very conflicting. So that lies the problem with this design. So there have been many different developments in this area, and one of which is to design an onboard computer processor into the knee that is able to control the damping of the hydraulic system, and to know when to make it stable, when to make the knee stable, and when to allow the knee to be flexible. So this is a very interesting concept, applying computer technology and sensor technology into this system. Now, this is a commercial product that is produced by one of the largest prosthetic limb makers in the world. It's called a C-leg. So basically what it has is that it's got 4 sensors in the leg, which is able to sense force, and then because of the microprocessor that is on board, allowed to process, and such that it makes the limb, or helps the user to make use of the limb to function as if it's like, you can see that for yourself, the gait, the walking pattern. It's as if like it's normal gait. You cannot detect any gait deviation or walking deviation as he used. And he's able to climb downstairs fairly normally. You can see. This is a reciprocal stair descent. He doesn't have to stop at one step and then stop at another step, but he would go down the step and then also climb slowly. So this is a very fascinating design. It increases stability and also allows ease of swing, greater efficiency with every step. Any of you want to make a guess how much it costs? How much it costs? Any guess? 2,000? I have 2,000 here. Not that much. $250,000 can buy you maybe 10. So one system like that costs you would short you about $20,000. 20,000. It's a very expensive piece of device, but as you can see, it looks marvelous. Of course, one of the things that we would like to do in trying to invent these various kinds of components for our amputee patient is that we want to make them also enjoy life and have a good lifestyle, enjoy the daily activities of life. And one of the things, of course, we enjoy sports, so they can return back to sports and live a healthy lifestyle. So you can see some of this design that we have allows patients to play golf, ride bicycles, go even surfing, so as to build up his own confidence and enjoy still being able to enjoy life as such. Now there are still challenges, although we see so many developments, there are still many challenges in prosthetics. The first and foremost is that what is the fit like between the residual limb and the artificial limb? How does it fit together? Now, many patients that we have, if the artificial limb doesn't fit well, what happens to the artificial limb is that it will be left in the shelf or in the cupboard, never used again, because it's too painful to use. Every step that he takes is painful. So we must be able to resolve this problem of giving the patient a good fit of the artificial limb. And that is foremost, and that is what we are trying to develop too. And also, the other thing is how do we get a fast turnaround time to deliver to the patient the artificial limb as soon as possible. Of course, to make it low cost. As you know, in our neighboring country, which had many years of wars like Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, there are many amputees there. And then we will try and develop something that will be low in cost, such that these people can actually enjoy and have their life back as such. So one of the things that we at MUS are trying to do is to address this issue about having a good fit. How does this is the X-ray of the residual limb that is fitted into the artificial limb. So this artificial limb usually is made up of what is known as a socket. Now this socket actually receives the residual limb, which means that the design of the socket and the residual limb must be such that it doesn't cause pain when the patient walks on it. If it produces pain, then the fit is no good. The patient will reject it. So it is important that this socket fits well with the residual limb.